And we are back. Thank you for that message from our sponsor.
You're welcome.
Yes, Gabe is the sponsor for this week's episode. So, dude, what's up?
Well, let me paint you a picture,
Please
listeners.
do, with your imagination
You were there,
brush.
so you don't need to use your imagination. Use your memory. So I was getting a haircut today, and
You look handsome, by the way. Very
thank you
handsome.
so much. That's why I got one. So you would think I was handsome. So I send a text, hey, on my way, and then proceed to grab phone, wallet. Something's trouble afoot. And I look in the spots where I usually put my keys. We have a few hooks around the house. Not on the hooks. My room's a mess. Did the whole shake out the sheets, did all that thing. Not in the sheets. I say, hey, Jess, you see my keys? For those who don't know, I am moving in here. My home.
To the Empire Training Grounds.
Yes, exactly.
Known as the Mugnolo House.
And so I'm in the process of moving stuff from old house to new house. You've all moved before. Potentially, I don't know your life. Anyways, so I was recently at my old house with Jessica, and we couldn't find them in her purse or wallet or anything. So I texted my old roommates. I said, hey, have you seen my keys? Are they at the house? They said, what do they look like? I said, they look like not your keys. Pretty much like
any keys other than whatever you have.
And then I just said there's a Star Wars key on it. So if that helps. And then they said, oh, yeah, here it is. And so Carmen was gracious enough to take me back to my place to grab the keys. Story's over, right?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
This takes a turn for the worse.
Yes. So we leave, and then why don't you take over?
Okay, so so we were in the house, and Gabe handed me the keys because he was lifting something that was heavier.
Yeah, while I was there, I was like, let's grab some more stuff. You know?
Yeah, stuff that was heavier than what I could lift because Gabe is much stronger than I am. And I put the keys down on the counter. I don't even remember what I was doing. I think I was picking up something else, and we get halfway.
We get like at least a quarter of the way home.
We're driving up the road, and Gabe's like, "Hey, so where are my keys at? I want to make sure I have them still." And he asks me to give them to him, and I'm like, "Oh crap!" And
he didn't talk for like a what is probably like one Mississippi, but what felt like 18.
Because I had that moment where I realized the keys were sitting on the counter, still in the kitchen.
Yeah, and so we went back.
We got them. It was a quest.
But now we're here. Yeah, and then I got my hair cut. So
and it looks great.
Thank you.
No wind blew through your hair in that moment, though. Like just now, what you did there.
Eddie, edit the wind in. So, anyways, other than that, I woke up hella early today.
Yeah.
That was nice, and I worked out twice.
Like a strong, buff, handsome, strong man.
Because ideally, the agenda was to work out, haircut, back home, edit videos, podcasting, whatever we needed to do, and then work out again. And obviously that didn't happen.
Right.
Haircut changed to 4 p.m. instead. But anyways, that was, I don't know. Hey, dude, what's up?
So this is my first day of not having to go to work every day. The coronavirus officially affected.
He was too good at being a doctor lawyer, and they said we need more work for other doctor lawyers.
Yes. My essential job is no longer essential, and I got to spend all day watching Suits with Jessica, and I got to work out with Gabe, and we had enchiladas for dinner.
We played
which was
volleyball
really great.
a little
we played
bit.
some volleyball.
6 feet apart.
For the record, 6 feet apart. For the record, I am not good at volleyball. I can like maybe set decently well. I could probably spike under good circumstances.
No wind.
No wind. But I can't do the bumping with the wrists.
Well, it doesn't. Well, just the fact that you said with the wrist.
You know, with
explain
the
to anybody who
forearms,
does know about volleyball.
And
yeah,
whatever. Okay, just I'm painting another
it's all on
picture.
The legs.
But anyways, that's what's up with me. But I'm glad to be doing this review of Trolls because it's going to be a fun time. I got a good feeling.
Did you do anything else while I was gone? Anything PG?
Gone, nothing PG.
Nice.
Just respect. No, we got the house cleaned up a little bit. Did some laundry. I did a load of V-necks.
I attempted to fix a dryer again.
It's true. And my favorite part about that was I made you a sandwich.
You made me a sandwich. I worked like a man on a dryer.
He took his shirt off. It was getting so hot while he was doing the dryer work. and he had to take off his shirt.
I did it to test the dryer to see if the dryer was working. I wasn't hot. This house is a negative 68 degrees. I'm never gonna be hot a day in my life.
71, and I'm still sweating.
I'm wearing my sweatpants
to cover up your feet. But yeah, I was craving like a hot ham and cheese grilled cheese sandwich.
And Jessica asked if there anything we can do to help, and then I said no, and then you said you want a sandwich. I was like, yeah, I want a sandwich.
The last thing I want is for you to be putting the dryer away, and then like you die of starvation.
Yeah,
like that's the last thing. And I don't know.
You read about it every day.
Man dies of starvation while fixing dryer in roommate's house.
But trying to fix dryer because dryer still doesn't work. But we're getting another piece soon that hopefully
we'll keep you guys updated on the journey.
We'll post it on Instagram if we have a working dryer.
But so today we're tackling a movie by DreamWorks. It's Trolls 2 World Tour, and we have some notes. We took a lot of notes. We got to watch it last night. We rented it on Amazon Prime, and sponsor us, Amazon Prime. So why don't you start? Well, also when we did Onward, we ranked it on Phoenix Gems. One out of
it's already all right. It's going to be strings.
Oh, okay. Guitar strings.
Yeah. Well, they had their string thing.
1 to 6 guitar strings.
Seems accurate.
That seems good, right?
Or 4 ukulele strings.
Nah, we'll stick with.
What's
guitars.
that double guitar? How many of those have?
What do you mean double guitar? It's just called a double guitar.
So 12 strings.
Minimum 12.
Minimum.
Because you could have a 7-string guitar.
We'll just do 6 strings.
Okay.
We'll just do out of 6 strings.
You have a 12-string
no
guitar.
strings attached. Am I right?
That's a good. We'll have to do that movie. That's Natalie
Never
Portman
seen
and
it.
Ashton Kutcher, I think.
Maybe.
No strings attached, or is that Friends with Benefits?
Friends with Benefits is Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis.
Okay, so no strings attached is definitely Natalie Portman and Ashton.
That sounds
Kutcher.
about right.
I think so.
I heard she hates sand.
Really? No. Anakin hates.
That's the wrong movie. Sorry.
Hayden Christensen. Anyways,
okay. So yeah, Trolls. Why don't you dive in and tell us what the movie was about, and then we'll get into what we thought. So what was Trolls? What did Carmen digest as Trolls 2? Tell us what the story was.
The overview, in a very brief summation, is there are 6 different lands of trolls. They're all different. They have different kind of music.
Yeah, there was the Llama Land of Trolls.
No, it was funk, pop, hard rock,
techno,
country, classic.
Yeah.
That's all of them,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's all 6.
And then there was like sub-genres, like weird outcast trolls that were like yodelers and
I'm still mad that they
reggaeton.
outcast the yodelers because that's my go-to kind of music that I listen
Clearly,
to.
if you look at my Apple Music right now,
Yodel City.
Yodel C, a lot of yodeling.
Oh my gosh. So it was yodelers. Okay, anyways,
Reggaeton, K-pop,
and then smooth jazz.
rap was like its own thing too, which was like a sub. They didn't have a thing. It was like the rap guy just was at the funk part, and he was like, "I'm kind of rap too."
Yeah. So, anyways, there's 6 lands of trolls, and one of the lands, the Hard Rock land, has Queen Barbara, Queen Troll Barbara.
Yeah.
And she wants to steal all of the strings from all the lands and unite them under
Rock
hard
and roll.
rock, but against their will. So they don't get to choose. It's by force.
Yeah.
So
And then she made him into like rock zombies.
rock
and
zombies.
It was weird. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the whole movie. Queen Poppy and Branch, played by Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake, have to go and they have to stop this from happening. That's kind of the brief summation. That's a pretty good. That's
about right.
You know,
And nothing else happened.
that's it. So at this point on, it will be spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler
So
warnings.
if you do not want any spoilers, now is your chance to turn
Get
back.
out or pause us.
Or
go
pause
watch the
us
movie
and come back. Oh, that's That's even better. And before you do that, give us a 5-star rating and
Yeah,
share this to your
please.
friends.
Yeah.
On iTunes, Spotify.
We're unemployed. So anything helps.
So why don't you start with your thoughts, and we'll kind of go back and forth all the way to the end.
I love good movies.
Okay,
I also love bad movies.
same.
So like any give me something to talk about. You know what I hate? What I call hashtag middle-in movies.
Yeah.
And that's what this was. Just a middle-in movie. It wasn't even a good kids movie. Like, okay, I think a kid would enjoy this because it's silly and campy and there's a lot of colors and a lot of music. But like good kids movies, like entertain adults also. Like Disney films do a good job of entertaining adults as well. This, as an adult, I am an adult. I did not feel entertained at all. I mean, I kind of went like, huh. Like, that was a joke. But there was a lot of like crude-ish humor, like a lot of just like playing with eyes and faces. Just I don't know, not my thing.
Speaking of playing with faces, what's the deal with rubbing the eyes?
I have no idea.
Like I don't like things in my eyes or touching my eyes or near my, like when sweat is near my eyes, I don't even like it.
Yeah.
And they were like rubbing their eyes
I have
to
no
calm
idea.
down like the dog bat
It's
thing.
a Norwegian
Soothing
massage
technique.
technique. It's all in the eyes.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that made me uncomfortable. But continue, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and especially like in the beginning, it got a little better. Right now, name one song from the movie.
Hammer stop, hammer time.
Cool. Name another one.
This is a lot of
Exactly.
pressure. This is a lot of
No,
pressure.
just-
no,
just-
they had Crazy Train,
Uh-huh.
Hard Rock, and then they had something else.
There was probably at least somewhere in the teens of
Barracuda,
of
Hard
Barracuda
Rock.
was in there, yeah. But none of the music felt, other than the last song that was good, the like title song of the movie. I'm assuming nothing was memorable. No performance was good or blew me away at all. It was, and there's like good singers. Anna Kendrick's a good singer. Justin Timberlake, good singer.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly freaking Clarkson, yeah.
And then I think it was Rachel Bloom was the
yeah, I think
was
she's a
Barb,
voice.
the
She's
troll.
a actress,
I thought she had a
voice
great
actor.
voice.
Yeah, she had a good voice, but
And Ozzy Osbourne was the
correct.
rock.
They were a good
dad.
singer. Like
yeah.
by far to me, I thought the country queen was the best singer in the movie.
Oh well, it's Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, it was Kelly Clarkson. I didn't know that till the end of the movie.
Yeah, she for sure was the best singer out of all of them.
Yeah.
But Rachel Bloom, I think the Barb Troll surprised me the most.
Yeah.
Because I know Anna Kendrick can sing. I've seen Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake obviously is a musician
Bye.
star. So, anyways, yeah.
And the music just felt like forced. Like it was just like people like music, so enjoy music, everybody.
Right.
Especially in the beginning when we meet the pop trolls, it was just like, stop, hammer time, or I can't even think of another
Yeah,
song.
they did Who Let the Dogs
Who Let
Out.
the Dog. Yeah, it was just like forced and just like, okay, like these. In the first movie, there was less music, but like it all worked better.
Right.
So
For the record, I have not seen the first movie all the way through. All I know is there's like an old grandma lady who eats trolls, and
Nailed
Zoe
it.
Deschanel is like a fat troll kid or a fat
they're not trolls. They're
Gorgonites.
exactly. Sure, they're that, but they're not trolls. But they're a branch of being that eats trolls,
Right.
and so the trolls were hiding.
And I know that Branch was like a gray color, and then he got his music and he got his color at the end of the movie.
Yeah, and the
when-
whole thing is like trolls love hugs. Trolls love.
Right.
Also, first off, looking at you, DreamWorks, first movie. I didn't see the first movie till a year and a half ago, roughly. I, for a very long time, used to go high five and then go jellyfish. Right? That was just my thing. I've done it since high school. Right? The first movie, used high five and did jellyfish. That's fine. And then every time I did it, people were like, "Oh, like trolls." I'm like, "What do you mean trolls? Like Gabe?"
Right.
Like
Like
Gabe. Gabe of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Follow Game of Thrones on TikTok.
I haven't posted in like 3 days. You don't need to. But then this movie, even Jessica noticed that instead of saying swears, especially like the S word, I say sugar. I go, "Oh, sugar," which I got that from a friend of mine, but I've taken it on as my own. This movie, at one point, Anna Kendrick troll says sugar instead of the S word, and even Jessica went, "Hey, you say that," and I went, "I do say that, DreamWorks. What's up? Where's my check?"
We should sue.
We should.
Or once our podcast is bigger than DreamWorks, we'll just buy them. We'll buy them out.
Well, we're currently putting out more content than DreamWorks.
That's
I
fair.
think.
2 podcasts a week trumps your one movie every 6 months. I
Yeah,
don't
take
know.
that.
So,
Anyways, that's quite the coincidence because those are 2 very specific niche things.
right. So I remember very specifically in the movie, and I have to go to my notes here. I do remember that there was a couple of pieces of very small laughters. So there wasn't like big things that made me want to laugh.
Like this
hard.
podcast.
This podcast, dying, rolling on the floor laughing. But when that one llama troll picks up his everything hat, and it's like the Destiny
Yeah,
hat,
that was
I
funny.
thought
It's
that
the
was
same
pretty
hat,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And then when the smooth jazz was going, okay, this movie, my overall take from it, again, without knowing the first Trolls movie, this is what I would imagine an acid trip is like Like all the colors, the cotton candy, which I love cotton candy, but the scene with the smooth jazz,
Yeah.
like
that was their attempt of adult humor
Right.
in a kids movie.
which
And I've
did
seen it
think-
a million times, so
I did think it was funny, but I agree. I don't think there was anything. They weren't doing anything new or
yeah.
revolutionary.
The whole movie was just very like I don't know. I looked it up and it's like ranked a little. It's rated a little lower than the first one, which
Right.
is about right. But I think the first one, by far, is way better than this
Right.
movie. So I don't know. It just wasn't fun.
Yeah,
I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't feel like I wasted money. Like
right.
it's fine. It's just a middling movie, and I hate middling movies.
Yeah,
take a
I
chance.
I also thought it was ironic because they made a huge deal about the Pinky Promise,
That was okay.
And that was
the
funny.
funniest part of the movie.
but then they also that character played by James Corden is kind of a turd because
just hate
he gets
James Corden.
James Corden. It's not you. I like James Corden,
I don't.
but I think that
I think he's not funny. I don't think he's a good singer.
no, not a good singer. I love.
He's in
his-
musicals.
I know.
He was in Cats.
He was in Into the Woods too, right?
He wasn't
was
into the
baker.
Woods. Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt was the baker.
No.
No.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's neither here nor there. We'll do a review of that. Actually,
Sure.
fun story about that. I actually went to go see Into the Woods because I love Anna Kendrick, not realizing it was a musical.
Oh.
And like 10 minutes in,
Yeah, you're not a big music. You like Hamilton. That's
I
about
do
it.
like Hamilton, but I went and saw it with my dad and my stepmom. And like 10 minutes into this movie, I lean over to my stepmom and I go, "Is this a musical?" And she dies, cackles in the theater. And she said yes. And she's like, "We were trying to figure out why you wanted to go see this movie with us." So, anyways, but yeah, the Pinky Promise scene was very funny.
Yeah.
But I found it ironic that in the midst of the Pinky Promise, they blew away their hot air balloon.
Yeah.
So they had to walk the rest of the way.
Just like we got to figure out conflict for this movie. How can we get rid of this hot air balloon?
Let's do it through a Pinky Promise.
Love it.
And just like the balloon flies away.
Genius.
And also the balloon has a soul, apparently. The hot air balloon is a living
Like
thing.
everything is sentient
Yeah,
in this universe, which is what do they eat?
They only get eaten by other people. I don't think they actually eat. I haven't seen them eat. Well, they eat cotton candy,
They eat cotton candy and they eat gumdrops.
gumdrops,
Remember?
and cotton candy.
Stop the music and
Yeah,
they eat.
I didn't see that. That was a twist. I didn't see that coming. We'll get to that. In a
Yeah,
moment,
I guess that's fine. What else do I have here? Yeah, I hate James Corden.
though. Is that a note you took? We're looking at our notes, by the way, because we take this very seriously. Masters of our craft.
It's all negative. Her dad sucks.
Yeah, her dad was kind of a
He
trap.
sucks in the first movie too.
Oh, really?
And then like at the end of the movie, he goes, he's already been outed as the person who tried to so in the movie, every troll has their own string. So they all can have their own branch of music that they enjoy.
Every troll has their own string.
Every group of trolls
Right.
has their own string.
Okay.
So the reason that is because for a while everybody lived in peace and harmony, yada yada yada. They all shared it on like a lyre looking thing, or a harp, and
Yeah, I think it was a harp.
either a harp or a lyre, one of the two. And
You're a liar.
And so, Poppy, if we find out later that Poppy, which is Anna Kendrick's dad, it's troll, like took the lyre and tried to like just only play pop music, which what a world that would be.
I would love it. I think I'd be really cool with just pop music all the time.
The only pop I listen to is Gallery 81.
Pop Punk, Gallery
Pop
81.
punk.
Sponsor us. Oh, wait.
They do.
If you like that intro music, check out Gallery 81.
So, yeah. If you could only pick one string, whose line would you pick? Pop?
No, I'd pick the rock.
Yeah, I was about to say that was very off-brand.
No, I would pick the rock. It was cool because when they were playing Crazy Train and Barracuda, like the rock concert, I like it. But
Yeah.
those are very pop hard rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when I
the
think
only
hard
rock,
rock-
the hard rock they did is included the words "brush your teeth."
Yeah.
So
Hey, that's very hard rock of you to not brush your teeth.
we do sponsor. We do condone brushing your teeth.
Yes, healthy teeth and going to the dentist
Yes.
twice a year, every 6 months, floss, mouthwash,
Like
all
this?
that. Yeah, just like that.
This thing.
So
I just did the dance for those.
yeah,
Well, some variation of the dance.
now if I only had one song to listen to, like one style of music, hard rock.
Okay.
But if I'm gonna live anywhere, I'm living in Funkland.
Yeah,
that
Funk-
place was that was
and they
awesome.
rapped too.
And they're
like,
on a spaceship.
They were yeah, well, they were on a spaceship.
And the King of Funk had a golden robe cape
did have a golden
that he
robe.
wore all the time. I want a golden cape robe.
They were dope.
That was awesome.
Yeah, if I could live there, I don't really. They even sing a funk song.
I don't remember.
The guy rapped.
It was more like the kind of disco-y, and then the twin brother rapped.
I like. Okay, so I don't even think they sang a funk song. I think I would want to live if I could only choose one genre of music. It'd probably be that was presented in the film as far as the six strings go. Probably country. That's probably what I listen to the most.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard you listen to a country song.
Have you ever been in the car with me?
Yeah, today.
Well, you drove,
That's fair.
and we listened to podcasts.
Not our podcast. We actually listened to, what was the name of the podcast we listened to?
Mine was called The Weekly Planet, which they're great. Go check them out.
Yeah.
Tell them I sent you, I guess.
I loved what we listened to today. They were talking.
Yeah, they're very funny. They're funnier than us.
Well, I don't know about funnier than us. I think it's equal. It's different kinds of funny.
Yeah.
Because we're funny for two American
Looking.
guys.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're very funny for two Australian guys.
That's fair.
Also, in the scene with the yodeling, or any scene with the yodelers, to me, is that the country music of Switzerland?
I don't know I don't know why they gave him the accent. It was pretty easy to notice. Like early on, we all knew that he was a yodeler.
Yeah, what was his name? Was it Larry?
Charlie.
Charlie?
I think it was Charlie.
There was a troll that was...
He trolled them.
He trolled them. Oh, that's
So
a
to
good
speak.
one. They were in country music land.
Yeah.
And they were getting chased away by Kelly Clarkson after they got put in jail.
As she does.
Yes. And he helps them escape, and it turns out that he's two yodel trolls put
I
together.
didn't expect it to be two yodel trolls.
I didn't expect that. But all of the trolls in country music land are like troll centaurs.
They're like like centaurs because they were trying to make it look like they're on horses.
They're horses, yeah.
So when it was just for that look. It was just so they could do the whole like chase scene of them galloping. You know.
And
It was good. It was funny.
yeah, I thought it was hilarious. And when the little chompy troll was just launched out of Kelly Clarkson's hair, that was kind of funny.
That was funny.
But yeah, we knew that there was going to be something that was going to happen, but I didn't expect it to be a yodel troll. I just expected him to be some sort of like devious, like rock troll in disguise.
No, I knew it was yodel just because they mentioned yodeler.
And then they never showed up.
Yeah, and then they said if anybody can catch them, it's the yodeling trolls. And then somebody caught them, and
It was the yodel trolls.
they were tricking them. Yeah, because they sent also the
reggae,
what's the guy?
the smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz. They sent the K-pop and they sent the reggaeton guys.
Yeah.
And with those, seeing them interact was cool. Two like different
With the dance
yeah,
off.
the little dance off, and like for some reason Branch knew their choreography and like was able to dance with them each time.
I think he just felt the music
yeah,
in his soul.
Man, preach.
But that was a good like symbolic scene
Yeah.
because he just was like, it's music, I can dance to it,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I liked.
And so then he ended up obviously. It was cool that Poppy was just wrong, and she like learned something because she's like the queen.
Right.
So it was nice to see like. She just admitted she was wrong, and she like started listening to Justin Timberlake, Branch, and because he's the one that said a good queen listens, and she says that later. And were all their leaders? No, Techno, Seaman
Techno
Fish,
was a guy.
Seaman Twirl, the Seaman Twirls.
Yes.
Was a guy, and that was it.
Classical music was a guy.
Classic with a guy, and they shared the king and queen
The
of
Funk Town, yeah.
the king and queen of funk.
Yeah.
Which
also, I was so anticlimactic because they pulled the plug on the electricity. I wanted to see
Oh,
the
that would've
funk.
been
They were
great.
like going to their spaceships ready
They had
to
a little
battle.
DJ booth. Yeah.
The DJ, like they had DJ hovercrafts. So they were like loaded.
I expected Star Wars,
Yeah.
but trolls.
But then that was so. When they said, "Oh, they're rocks playing dirty," I was so hyped to
Yeah,
see that.
that would have been
battle.
a better climax
Oh yeah,
than the one we got.
for sure.
But
And that's
whatever.
where they could take everyone hostage.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. They could have taken. Then they still do their whole thing. Get rid of all the James Gordon parts and play
Yeah.
do that scene.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
Also, he made the noises for both the chubby
Yeah.
troll, but also Mr. Dinkle. And Mr. Dinkle was just like,
He said, "Brush your teeth."
yeah, that's right.
Brush your teeth. I did like Tiny Diamond.
Tiny Diamond.
Tiny
Yeah,
Diamond
that's
was funny.
I believe Keenan Thompson.
Yeah, I think it was Keaton Thompson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was funny.
That was funny.
all
But
his songs.
Dad also Tiny Diamond's dad also had like some sort of German or European accent, which I didn't understand.
Did he?
Like something.
Oh, I don't remember that. But yeah, Tiny Dime was just a little rapper, which I guess pop just gets to be whatever genre music they want to sing.
As long as it's poppy.
As long as it's poppy.
Up a
Oh,
tune.
that turn.
Yeah.
We peaked.
We did. That was it. Full circle.
So do you have anything else?
I did want to say a couple things. I do like the character arc that they gave for Poppy because they tied it into Barb, who they both wanted to unite trolls, but they had different goals.
Yeah.
So Barb wanted to force everyone to be together, and Poppy kind of wanted to do the same thing, but she wanted it to be a party.
Yeah.
So they both had to learn and understand their reasonings for wanting to bring everyone together. But the arc of both of them was very interesting, and then Branch obviously having his play in that. So I will say kudos to them. I think they did a good job with those character arcs. I did at one point in the movie, get goosebumps, and that was when. So this is at the end of the movie. She takes the guitar, crashes it.
Dumb. First off,
That was dumb.
She had the guitar. She won.
Yeah,
Instead of just keeping
she
the
had
string,
the high ground.
she had the high ground and threw the guitar on the ground.
Smashed
We're
it.
like, what do you? I saw that and I was like,
What?
I think she just destroyed music.
Yeah, but then the
Also, do they
strings-
exist in worlds with people? Do you think?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say like there's actual people just in their cars. Just
Because they have to create the music somehow, right?
yeah, they had to get the music from somebody.
Yeah.
Um,
Unless there's a sentient troll god who's writing all this
Justin
music.
Timberlake, Beyonce,
Yeah.
funk music,
Hammer, MC Hammer.
So
And then the strings just disappear. They dissolve.
yeah, they like dissolved. Yeah.
But then everything turns gray, and I will say, so the llama troll all of a sudden like takes the microphone and puts it up to his heart.
Which
And
he
then-
needs to get that checked out. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was not a regular
That was not.
heartbeat.
Well, it's a troll heartbeat.
I guess.
But it is. There was a murmur or an arrhythmia. They should look into that. But
And then so like yeah, heartbeat starts happening, and then his brother just starts doing the like
like beatboxing kind of thing. Yeah.
that thing.
And then they all just kind of like start singing. And
Yeah. Then I think then Kelly Clarkson starts like
just ripping it.
just being Kelly Clarkson,
Yeah.
being the American Idol
Yes.
winner that she is, season 1.
Yeah, she's the American Idol.
She's the idol.
And then so when they start singing all together, I started to get goosebumps. As a musician, I think that was definitely a cool moment of all of the genres coming together.
Yeah.
And then you see the full like Barb is the last person to get her color back, and then she gets like this crazy multi-rainbow rock hair.
Oh yeah, her hair was
mohawk.
dope.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was so cool. And then they all become friends, which was great. So full circle.
I didn't really get any goosebumps. I don't know.
For me, that was very. So I like when everything comes together. But it was the full movie was in that moment. I think they wrote that song for the movie.
Yeah, they always have at least one, I think.
Yeah.
The last one, so the last movie had a song. Can't stop the I don't know how it goes exactly, but it was like, can't stop the. You know what I'm talking about?
You can't stop the music. Can't stop the feeling.
Something like that.
Yeah, but that was did they write that song?
Yeah,
for?
that was for Trolls.
Oh,
And that was like on the radio and all that other stuff.
because that's actually a Justin Timberlake song.
He wrote for Trolls.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
The same way Rascal Flatts wrote "Life is a Highway" for
Wasn't
Cars.
that a cover though?
I don't know.
I don't know. Music is weird.
Music, am I right?
Yeah.
And so that song, I don't think will ever be on the radio.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be a radio song. Do you?
It's not poppy enough.
No, I don't know, because what country music can't play it because it's not just like minimal country. It's like a weird genre list,
Yeah.
which is great. That's what it wanted to be. That's what they were.
It's a
that's why
mo-
they wrote
yeah,
it.
you're right.
But yeah, I don't. Which doesn't mean it's a bad song. There's plenty of good songs that are on the radio.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but there's also some very good songs that never get to the radio,
exactly.
unfortunately.
So
I do have one last question for you. Mm-hmm. Because you've seen the first one. You have more insight to this than I do.
yeah.
Do you think that just the pop world was affected by the Gorgonites, the people, the giant monsters, grandma eating the trolls, or did all
They all have
troll-
their own subversion
was
of that.
there a genocide happening in all 6 of
There
the
was a
troll
Trolls
lands?
one in every
Yeah.
every single land.
Or
what
did
there
they?
was.
Or was it just the pop trolls that were like, because your dad stole this harp, you're gonna be put into
That's a good question. Probably. I assume they all have their own predators. You know what I mean?
Natural
Not
or
everybody gets to be
unnatural.
top of the food chain like us.
Yeah.
So probably.
Okay.
Um,
I like literally the credits hit, and then I was like, I wonder if they all got eaten
did everybody get eaten here?
at some point or another.
So you would live with if you no music aside, you'd live with the funk trolls, the llama
All
trolls.
music aside, oh yeah, I'm in Funk Town for sure, which would have been a great song to play. Yeah,
That
exactly.
one, yeah.
Missed
That was
opportunity.
Missed opportunity. Instead of playing Hammer Time, like there was one point where they go, "Let's hit him with pop," and they sing. They said, "What do you mean pop? Like all of pop? They sing,
Everything
like,
ever made.
6 90s, 2000s pop
Yeah,
songs."
yeah.
Like
Didn't even get to anything else that was like in this decade.
so, and
What-
the movie was just like filmed last year. Also, the animation looks like not good. Like in
Yeah.
some parts to me, I don't know. It looked cheap.
Well, they also had like random tigers in it. So there was
Yeah,
like
that was weird.
like
I
a
didn't
real
like that at all.
life tiger, which I thought
I saw tigers.
I thought that was hilarious. I love that like real. It's like you ever see the movie Kung Fury?
Yeah.
That's what I would love to talk about that on a whole podcast. But that's what I thought. I thought it was like Kung Fury style.
It was fun. It was unexpected, which made it funny.
Right.
And I think I was looking away and
Yeah.
then looked up and saw the old tiger.
Whoa! I saw a tiger.
I saw tigers.
Tiger saw a man.
Also, I heard that the new episode of Tiger King came out and it wasn't good. It was just
we'll
boring.
watch it.
I'm sure we will, but I just heard there's no need to watch it. Like, I think it was just Netflix was like, you have any more of those that Tiger King
any more of those Tiger
content?
King
We're running out of stuff to give people to watch.
Oh my gosh!
And the guy was like, I got this extra footage.
So all in all, 1 to 6 guitar strings. Where we putting Trolls 2 World Tour at?
So I've explained my rating process before to somebody. 1, 2 to 3 is like nothing's good about it, but like this is out of 10. 2 to 3 is like there's something good about it, but that's it. Just one redeeming thing about it, and that's it. The like 4 to 6 range is like, it's fine, but I probably won't watch it again. 7, 8 is I'll watch it again, almost perfect films, and then there's 9 and 10, which is like no complaints, everything was perfect. Beginning, soundtrack's good, score's good, acting's great, yada yada yada. So for me, that's my only 10s I really have are like Jurassic Park, Breakfast Club, like
Star Wars.
okay, sure.
Not you. Okay, all right.
No, because there's flaws in Star Wars. But anyways,
Breakfast Club.
as a-
10.
Breakfast Club is phenomenal.
Okay, I do like Breakfast Club, but I've only seen it for the first time like 5 months ago.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
We'll talk
Anyways,
about that.
And so and 1 is just nothing. Like that was there's nothing good about it. Acting sucked, music sucked. It's not that. So converting that to 6 strings, I'd say 2 strings. So like
Okay.
I would never watch it again, middling movie, unless like it's on the background while I'm courting a young lady or something. I don't know.
Young lady of age, 18 plus, young lady.
Yes. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
I just don't want you to get in trouble here, Gabe.
That's fair.
I think I'm with you. I would give it like a 2.5 or 3 guitar
I wouldn't have
strings.
watched it had we not had to do this.
Right.
That's the best way I could put it.
No, I would have eventually, years down the road. I would have
Yeah,
been like, I
but-
never saw Trolls 2.
Hardly working hard, or
We're hardly working. No, I would give it three guitar strings.
yeah,
Because I would put it at about a 5 out of 10. For
yeah,
me.
that's about right.
Yeah.
I'd probably put it at like a 4 or 5, but that's like I said, that's kind of the same bracket.
Right.
I just didn't know. I've had actors I didn't like. Well, just the one. And just him. Like I have like a list of like 2 or 3 people that I just don't like in things. Him, Johnny Depp.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's I don't know. He just looks sticky and like kind of like pompous. Like he's mean to wait staff.
Right.
You know, like I'm sure he's nice. But I'm just going off of looks, and I'm sure he might not like me, and that's fine.
Well, if he ever meets you, I'm sure
When
that
we
we'll-
interview him.
when we interview him, when this podcast blows up and we buy DreamWorks, we'll write a movie to star Johnny Depp, and then
I'll fire him.
Then no, I'm sure he'll get another movie very quickly. But anyways, I love that. I love that we were able to do another review. We're definitely gonna do more reviews.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna try to implement a new segment next week called, which is my favorite name. It's Send dudes.
Send dudes.
Basically, just send us any questions or topics you want us to talk about, and we'll read it at the end of the episodes and answer questions and talk about whatever. You can say, like, who'd win in a fight, that taco or that guitar? And if you didn't know what I pointed to, check it out on YouTube. We'll probably put a link in the description of this episode
Yes.
for you to check out. But yeah, send dudes.
So
Because it sounds like send nudes in case you didn't get the joke.
I think they got it. But it could be literally anything, any topic.
Yeah, anything you want to talk about, or leave a comment, or email in at Kathleen. Oh, wrong podcast.
Wow. Okay.
Email, that's an old podcast. Email in at dudethoughtspod@gmail.com. Send us a DM,
At
a direct
Dude Thoughts-
message at Dude Thoughts.
Pod Instagram.
Yeah, and we'll get to it. We'll read it and respond to everybody.
Awesome. And if you guys haven't already, like us, follow us, tweet us.
Yeah,
Make sure you're
leave us a
giving
review,
5-star reviews.
please. And it helps out a lot. I'm sure the coding of Apple Music and Spotify and everything recognizes if something is liked, and they share it a little more. So we really
Yes.
appreciate it. If you do like us, that would just mean a lot to us.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week. And
If
you
you
are
got a
all-
dream.
If you got a dream, go and
How do you forget
chase
our
it.
send off? You suck.
I don't suck. You suck.
Accurate. Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks, guys.